I went to UCLA because I felt that they had a great basketball program. The fact that John Wooden had led his team to 2 NCAA championships had a serious effect on me. I knew it was a good academic institution, and I wanted to get away from New York and be away from parental supervision and be out on my own. We opened up Pauley Pavilion. We played the first game there. It was a game between the freshman team and the varsity team. The varsity team was the defending national champions and ranked #1 in the country, and we beat them by 15 points. And it ended up where the varsity was #1 in the country and #2 on campus.
Well, the freshmen were too much for the varsity, and here's the reason, of course, right here. There was no question in my mind that if I'd so desired, that we could have devised our offense and worked around Kareem, and I feel to this day that we could have worked it out where in college he could have scored 50 points a ball game. But had we done that, we wouldn't have won 3 national championships. I feel confident of that.
It's not often #1 and #2 meet twice in the same season, but Johnny Wooden's UCLA Bruins, #2, have a second chance. Houston claimed the top spot from UCLA 2 months ago.
First time anybody had conceived of playing a game in a baseball arena, and it had been sold out. I mean, all the forces leading up to us going down there and taking that really promoted it, in my mind, as being the one thing I really wanted to do.
The heralded match of the sport's 2 giants was tainted. Alcindor, suffering from an injury to his left eye, missed many shots he usually made.
The injury happened when we were playing Cal. Came down a rebound, somebody stuck their finger in my eye, and I was really injured. I had to come, we came back, I had to check into the Jewel Stein Eye Clinic and just stay in there. I was in there on my back for close to a week before we left to go to Houston, and I was in no condition physically to play.
I think in the 87 games in which Kareem played, that he made at least half his shots, and in that one I think he made something like 5 out of 17 or something like that, and way off. It's the only game of that type that he had in his entire time at UCLA. So it had to have some effect, but that's no excuse. We still could have won the ball game. We made a misplay right at the very last that we made, and it would have given us a chance to win the ball game. And Hayes, Elvin Hayes, probably had one of the great games of his career at any time. He did have a great game against him, but down in my own mind, I felt confident that if we played him again, and I also felt confident that we would play him again when he got to the NCAA tournament, that we would not have a great deal of trouble with him.
Hayes finished the season averaging 38 points a game, while leading Houston to a 31-0 record. But of even more significance is the fact that Lew Alcindor is healthy. The Bruins vowed to reverse their only loss in 2 years and prove that the honors heaped on Houston were premature. The Cougars quickly realized that this is a different Lew Alcindor than the one they controlled in the Astrodome. But Houston lacked the consistency they had in the Astrodome. And right in the middle of their problems is Lew Alcindor. Alcindor surrounded by white shirts. Unstoppable.
I think we led him by something like 44 points early in the second half.
For the rest of the year, Houston was ranked #1, and we were, no one gave us a chance of beating them again. And we felt that we were definitely the better team. And, you know, we really enjoyed getting the chance to prove it.
We would have been disappointed if we hadn't got to play them again, wouldn't we?
No, definitely, yeah.
In the 3 years that Wooden coached Alcindor, the Bruins won 88 games while losing only 2, and did what no team had done before. They won 3 consecutive national championships. On each occasion, Big Lew had been chosen the tournament's most valuable player, another first.
Well, I've often said, I think Kareem taught me many things that were more important really than just basketball, really, and I learned basketball from him too, as all coaches learn from their players, I'm certain.
I think I was fortunate to be able to be with Coach Wooden and see the success that he had as a person. You know, I'm not talking about wins and losses, but as a man trying to live, I definitely am enriched by my association with Coach, and I've thanked him for that before, and I'll do that again.